It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, prior to the game, Coach commented on their level of confidence in the locker room, and he feels that they are prepared with a very strong game plan at the various matchups. And guys, LeBron James, arguably still the most dominant player in the game. But I ask you, Shaq, how long will it continue that he is the face of the league?
Well, you know, he's still the biggest name as far as endorsements go, and he does the most PR and is well known overseas, and he is the second most dominant to ever play the game.
Who would be the first?
I don't want to say the name. You
Why?
can say it.
Well, the most dominant player, without question, that I've ever seen has got to be Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Now that you.
All right, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you in the locker room.
All right, it's all right.
After this game.
But LeBron James is up there. He's not maybe the most dominant that we've seen, but we have guys that obviously have been. But he will remain the face of this league. He is an exemplary person to run and have the face of the league.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, actually, I could have. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Thought you was gonna say Sean Bradley.
The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland are setting today. Quicken Loans Arena is just at the end of that block. The Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan.
Boys, nice nine.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jeremy Lin is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Scola. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot.
The vision of Love, the willingness to make the extra pass, just more reasons why he's so dangerous in this offense. I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Out to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. And Love with the basket on the assist by LeBron. Love's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
I hope people don't forget about Kevin Love's elite numbers back in the days. Crazy numbers. 1 year he averaged 26 and 13 rebounds for the Timberwolves.
Now here's Lopez. LeBron grabs the miss.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. 7-point differential. And for Kevin Love, do you think, Steve, will see him get back to those crazy numbers he put up with Minnesota?
You know, I don't think so. The reason why he's playing on this team where he has so many other guys that could do everything, back in Minnesota, he had to do it all. I think for Kevin Love right now, it's about winning and being productive.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Kyrie Irving. From downtown, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Here's Lin. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
Now they can breathe a little easier and maybe settle down into a little rhythm of this game.
Now, here is Irving. Lopez with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. No one near him. And yes, it's good. Hollis Jefferson's got his first basket. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. James in the post, and James throws it down.
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
Nets trail by 8. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And you know, there was so much excitement surrounding the Nets when they finished the new arena in Brooklyn in 2012. They traded for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to try to fast-track their success. But that win-now strategy really failed.
Yeah, and that's what can happen when you mortgage your future. Short-term goals can lead to that long-term misery. And they still have some pieces they can build around. We'll see what additional talent they can attract going forward.
Bogdanovich passes to Lopez. That one goes in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
They just talked that one up to a little miscommunication. I'm sure they'll get on the same page.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Yes, the reason why they've moved the basketball around to get wide open looks.
Now here's Lynn. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In the corner, it's James. Back to Smith. And here's Love for 3. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there for Scola. Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Smith. Pass to Lopez. Outside, Lynn. Here's Scola. Good D from Love.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Thompson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the first timeout call.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go.
14-year career mainly at that shooting guard. Great size. With a position at 6'7", is size still the same advantage that it once was in your day?
I think so, if you're skilled. And I'll tell you a quick story, Kevin. I started off as a point guard. Everybody wanted to be Magic Johnson, then moved to the 2 guard. I know it was time to retire when my last year they had me playing the 5. I said, that's it. It's time to go. Just for a couple games.
Yeah. What did you feel your best position was?
I thought at 2 guard position. At first I thought it was
you were
point
an all-star
guard.
at the 2 guard.
Yes. Coming in as a point guard. Offensively I was okay. But Kevin, defensively, trying to check those little point guards.
Tough.
I was struggling. The defense was not even close on that assignment. That was too easy.
Williams kicks to Shumpert. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Shumpert's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Justin Hamilton. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Outside Shumpert. The kick out to Williams. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Vasquez. Here's Booker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. The Cavaliers leading by 12, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bogdanovich dishes to Foy. Kicks it out to Vasquez. Nailed from three-point land. Vasquez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Williams passes to Fry. And stolen by Booker. Here's Bogdanovich. No good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Out to Shumpert. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Thompson. Thompson is doubled. Shumpert gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Shumpert's got 5 now.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
For 3. The shot, no good. The shot will not fall. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
They've been all over them. They are making things extremely difficult for their opponent so far.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Hollis Jefferson is out there with McCullough. Then there's Foy. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Bennett in at the center position. And at times with these Cavaliers, Smitty, there have been some chemistry concerns, but while it hasn't boiled over, you do sense some friction from time to time.
Yeah, I think last season, you looked at the beginning of the season, they had some chemistry problems, but they got it together. Winning usually cures everything.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Vasquez. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You know, Kyrie is a star in this league, but he has a chance to be a superstar.
Lin with it. He's picked up by Irving. Pass to McCullough. Randy Foy is on the way. He feeds it to Bennett. No good on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. And Fry kicks to Shumpert.
Oh, did you see that?
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
They've pounded the glass every time down the floor, and it's clear that they want to win that rebounding battle.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
James checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Smitty, we have a question sent in by one of our viewers. This is from Quinn up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He asks, they were wondering what you'd like to do in the offseason to decompress from basketball, to get away from it.
You know, physically, I like to do a little yoga, like to swim, and I think something challenging. I love to play golf because that humbles me. I'm still not good at it, Kevin, but I keep going at it.
And you have fun doing it.
I do. I have a lot of fun. You know why? No scorecard. Not at all.
But once a competitor, always, right? You can't lose that edge.
No, not at all. So that's the one thing I like about it is me versus the ball versus the hole, and they're winning right now.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, we know Brook Lopez is a little vertically challenged, but he's still effective inside with an array of shots.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
Rolled, so I want to get space and get it up quick, where they have no chance of contesting it. And his go-to move is that righty hook coming across the middle. Kevin?
And D.A., you can't block it. You just can't let him get to that left shoulder. The Nets making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Knocked loose. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. LeBron with it. Bennett's there. Kicks to Foy. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Foy's got 5 points so far.
The defense totally blew it. They left him way too wide open, and he dropped that one with ease.
Inside, Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Voigt kicks to Lynn. Here's Lopez. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
And Voigt kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Voigt. The wide open look here for Lopez. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance.
LeBron, good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
You talk about off-season dedication. Kevin Love has been able to transform his body since he came into the NBA, going from around 265 pounds at UCLA to where he is now.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. And the rejection by James. Irving drives in. James kicks to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Dunleavy for 3. The rebound by Bennett. And Kevin Love always working over the summer, doing yoga and all kinds of training.
Well, I think yoga is a little bit more safer. You remember he broke his hand lifting weights back in Minnesota, but give him a lot of credit. He does a lot of cross training and is showing up. He has transformed his body, and that'll give him some more longevity.
Lays it in off the breakaway. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat.
Overall
now,
draft pick, rookie of the year, multiple all-star games, gold medalist. He has his own signature shoe, and yet I think he still has room to even get better.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Screen by Scola. To the middle. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Absolutely. Prevented an easy bucket. Fantastic D.
Vasquez dishes to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot.
And after hitting only 1 3 in the first quarter, he has none here in the second.
And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hamilton outside. Williams comes with a double team. Vasquez passes to Hamilton. Here's Booker. And finally they hit one. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter. And Kyrie Irving says he'd like to take on more of a leadership role that can be tricky sometimes when you're a guy playing with a superstar like LeBron James.
Yes, because he's obviously one of those leaders that he's been in place as a leader, one of the best players. But I think Kyrie Irving is trying to learn from LeBron and take more of a leadership role. You can do that. You can have 2 leaders on a team. He's not the biggest guy, but he makes up for it and then some with this insane vertical leap.
And stolen by Williams. And here we go. Cavaliers running again.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
The big-time vertical shumper. This is him just having fun.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vasquez kicks to Hamilton. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. "19 seconds left in the first half. This is to Vasquez. Clock at 6. Williams with the steal. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Finished off the break.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that. because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Cleveland ahead, opening up a huge gap. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there, and Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, how about their ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
I love to watch active defenders like him who never make anything easy for the opposition. He embodies great D.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair, and it's Irving in at point guard. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And that's the shot he has to take.
You just can't pass up wide open looks. You must shoot it.
The feed to Lynn. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lopez dishes to Scola. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Scola's got the first bucket of the third here for Brooklyn.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Cavs, an elite offensive squad, and they've improved at the defensive end last season, moving Steve from the bottom half of the league to the top 10 as far as defensive efficiency.
It starts with their rebounding. They're dominant in that area. With their size and strength, they don't allow teams a lot of second opportunities.
Now here's James. He's got 10 to the middle. Here's Thompson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Aggressive defense, too aggressive. Thompson goes up strong and draws the foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. There are a lot of great coaches known for their defensive prowess. And Steve, do you have your pick for the best defensive coaches in the NBA right now?
Greg Popovich does a nice job. Rick Carlisle comes to mind. These guys just does a nice job of being able to change their defensive philosophy throughout the course of the game. Doc Rivers also come to mind, being able to play with what he has, and he can change up on the fly.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Lynn, that's a two-pointer. No good off the back of the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Can't hit from the elbow.
And this is not how they wanted to start out the second half. Just 1 for 4 so far.
James. The rebound by the Nets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A nice shot by Lynn.
He was just way too open there. Of course he's going to make the defense pay for letting him shoot from there.
Here's Thompson. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Refining his skill set inside. You see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
Giving up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Defense has been atrocious lately for them. You can't blame him at all for wanting to address that here in this timeout.
Dunleavy's check in for Cleveland. Then for the Nets, Chris McCullough comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Foy in for Hollis Jefferson. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last year, I felt like Brook Lopez showed why he's a max guy when healthy. I mean, not only did he maintain terrific all-around play, but he improved in some categories. And I love what he looked like on the defensive boards, reminiscent of the aggressiveness he showed when he first burst on the scene back in 08.
Doesn't let the contact affect the shot. Great focus by LeBron.
Nets trail by 19 to the paint. And Lopez throws it down.
He's kept them hanging around in this one thanks to his play. He needs his teammates to step up, though.
And when it comes to Lopez, hard not to root for a guy who's fought through so many injuries.
Yeah, last season he got back to doing some of the things that made him an all-star level producer. He was passing at a high level, playing a physical brand of defense, just an immensely skilled big whose best years hopefully are still ahead. Man, when you look at the Nets over the past couple years, it's really astounding. I mean, they've been near the bottom of almost every major statistical category as a team. I mean, that means that they really have nothing to count on to stabilize themselves when they aren't going well in a game. And when you don't have an identity as a team, boy, it is hard to find consistency. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's James outside. And the 3-ball is good. James has got 15 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And on the topic of the Nets, it's hard to identify their...
It's as if the defense just let him go.
I think, you know what? He sniffed out the opportunity on the break. That's called cherry picking.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
The drive by Thompson. Good D by Lopez.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. 2 great competitors. Defense took it.
Foy from long range gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. Hey, we're in great shape, fellas. Now, no matter how much we go up, we need to keep that same winning mentality. Now, let's stay sharp and finish strong.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Dunleavy. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. The Nets also changing it up. Justin Hamilton, he's checked in for Lopez. Booker comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Vasquez in for Randy Foy. Bennett's checked in for the Nets. James, the pass to Shumpert. Outside for Jefferson. And another miss by Cleveland.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
Here's Vasquez. Out left to the wing. Lynn kicks to Booker. Second shot opportunity, blocked again.
And at a time they really need him to shoot well, the exact opposite is what's happening.
Williams gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Bennett kicks to Vasquez. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Shumpert dishes to Jefferson. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. The net shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert by himself and finished off by Shumpert.
Coming off the drive, Shumpert sometimes struggles to finish around the basket. Cashes that one in.
Lynn the pass to Vasquez. Poked away. Shumpert with the steal. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. And Shumpert slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
The dish to Hamilton. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
You can't give him any daylight or he will do just that.
Feeds it to LeBron. And stolen by Booker. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the foul on Mo Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Love's checked in for LeBron. And then for Brooklyn, Scola comes in for Bennett. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. .24 seconds left to play in the third. Vasquez kicks to Hamilton, and he gets the bucket. Hamilton's got 4 points this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Cleveland leading by 23. Williams dishes to Jefferson. Here's Love. Scola with the rebound. Scola's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Hamilton, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Great court awareness on how much time was left on the clock.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9, setting the floor for the Nets. McCullough out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Vasquez, then it's Scola, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2.
Calm with a hand in his face. Love squares up, knocks it down.
Vasquez kicks to Bogdanovich. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Vasquez. 4 on the clock. From downtown, it's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And for a guy as strong and as athletic as Shumpert is, he really doesn't get to the foul line enough, in my opinion.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. And the Nets making a change here as well. Brook Lopez is checked in for McCullough. And both free throws good for Shumpert.
Coach Teron Lue played 11 years in the NBA, played for numerous teams, played for some unbelievable coaches, Phil Jackson to name one, played with some greats, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Dirk Nowitzki, and the list goes on and on. He's seen it all.
Love kicks to Shumpert. Thompson against Lopez. For three, Smith. Scola with the rebound. Scola's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I just love Louis Scola. Crafty veteran. Love watching him down on the block. Usually his offensive moves, he ends with a little bit of scoop. Doesn't have size or speed, but just beats you with his footwork.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson, he's checked in for Thompson. Jones comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Jordan McRae in for Iman Shumpert. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. And the word guile is, I think, a perfect way, Steve, to describe the game of Scola. Very much up in the years now. We know that he's long in the tooth, but can start and play effectively or come off the bench.
A reason why has great footwork, has that scoop shot down on the block, but also he has developed the 3-ball a little bit, a crafty veteran.
To the inside, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Anderson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. No good on the free throw. A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for James Jones, and James subbed in for McRae. And he sinks the second. Lynn with it. Down low. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Love. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, he's strong. He's a gifted big man with a high basketball IQ. That's Kevin Love.
And he sinks the second. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside, Lynn. He kicks to Bennett. And Bennett throws it down.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And James gets it to go.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
It hasn't been pretty. They just haven't looked interested in putting forth the kind of effort it's going to take to stay in this game.
And it's Love penetrating. Pass to Dunleavy. Irving dishes to LeBron. Left side Anderson. Back to James. Count that bucket. James has got 21.
And here in the second half, their production on the offensive glass has slipped. I mean, they had the lead, but that has been an issue.
And finished off by LeBron.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Bogdanovich passes to Bennett. And too long on the shot. Cleveland's gone 1-2 from three-point range here in the 4th. It's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. And it's Williams in for Irving. Justin Hamilton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Booker comes in for Bennett. Here's Frye. Connects with the leaner.
The length and athleticism of Frye showing up inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Dunleavy kicks to Williams. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And that one falls for Williams. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Iman Shumpert has come in for Mike Dunleavy. The Nets also changing it up. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Vasquez in for Jeremy Lin. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Booker is screen on Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And slam dunk by Shumpert.
We know Shumpert likes to score off the dribble. Got a head of steam up on that play.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget. And what a huge standout performance it was for James.
So many times tonight, one of his steals led to something else positive happening for them. And that's what that kind of intense defense can do for a team.
Foy from long range. It's hauled in by Fry. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Left side Anderson, and stolen by Hamilton. To the middle. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play.
You gotta love when you can get looks this close to the basket.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Williams dishes to Shumpert.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
They're already celebrating. People are walking to the door, smiles. This one is over.
Here's Foy. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now Shumpert. He feeds it to Williams. Launches it. Nails it.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
They did. Fantastic run here to really put this game to bed.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. Where do you go mentally when you're in the rhythm like you were tonight?
It's a zone you get into, and it's kind of unexplainable, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. And hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, open up for the rest of us too.
I know that's got to be empowering, LeBron. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. As so often is the case, he was the straw that stirred up the passion, the confidence, the closing ability that we saw from his team tonight.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I got to get up right now, Ernie. My seat is hot. Oh.
That performance is exactly why we call LeBron James the King. He is their offensive spark and their defensive spark. He is their everything. Yes, they're everything. They can't live without him.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.